Hello and welcome to Awaken the Truth Within with Zoey Gold. Let's talk about setting yourself free and what truly stands behind it. Now, if you notice that you often or from time to time feel stress, fear, and basically fear has different levels to it. So it can be, sometimes people call it stress, but if you look deeper there, it actually is fear. Just a bit slighter than what you would usually call fear when you're actually afraid of something. When you are in a hurry, there is fear behind it too. A slight, maybe, for some people. It's fear that you won't get there on time, that you won't do everything that you need to do, that you won't be enough, or you won't get the result that you want. And in many cases, for years, people have been feeling these feelings and been putting themselves in this state of hurry, or the state of mental hurry, or the feeling of stress or worrying so much that it becomes so habitual that it just happens on automatic. They're not even sure what they're afraid about. Like they're in a hurry to I don't know, get somewhere, or they're at home trying to get ready to go to work or something. They're not even sure what they're like. Yes, I know you know that the result that you want to get is to get to work on time, so you do not get in trouble, or you meet the client on time, etc. But what's the bigger aim? And people often lose that side of the bigger aim. What do you actually want? Do you want all your life to live and feel those feelings? Or you're hoping that you will live all your life with fear, worry, stress, frustration, and then someday in some magical future, everything for just 1 second will just become perfect, just exactly the way you want to be, so you could finally relax and say, yes, I've arrived. Well, let me tell you that this place that you're looking for, it's not outside, it is within you. And you do not need to look for it anywhere outside, because you won't be able to find it outside. In the most beautiful case scenarios, in the most wealthiest houses, with the most beautiful career, with the best spouses and children, people feel worried, frustrated, angry, fearful, because it is not about the outside circumstances, it's because of what's going on in you. The outside circumstances is a mirror. It's a reflection of what's going on in you. And many people, they hope that someday the reflection will actually change the image that you're showing to it. Is that even possible? You get to change the image that you're showing to this mirror, right? For the reflection to change, and that image you're showing, it's within. It's with your inner state, with what you give your attention to, with what you focus on, and what you think, what pictures you see on the screen of your mind, and what you feel. And many of those things are happening on automatic for many people. They sometimes don't even know why they're stressed right now. Like, yes, they have millions of reasons, like they're late for work, and the kid is not doing well at school, and I don't know, the mother-in-law is not feeling well, or is angry at him or her, whatever. These are just the reasons. And if you do not learn to master yourself unconditionally, unconditional of outside circumstances, you won't get to that place of true happiness, basically ever. because you cannot control people and outside circumstances, and the way you shape the reflection is by shaping the image. And the image is your inner state. It's what's happening within you. And everything starts there. And again, for some people, and it doesn't matter what the reason is, they, on their habitual automatic track, they are in more positive feeling emotions and states. So they're flowing love more often. And therefore, they are aligned with who they really are. Therefore, they are aligned with their goals, and they enjoy having the beautiful things that they wanted and live in beautiful places and travel, etc. So that also influences their way they feel, and they feel better from time to time, or sometimes even more often, and that again influences the way they feel and what they have, etc. So it's like a circle, right? Now, it also happens in other way. For some reason, doesn't matter what that is or what it was, the person got onto that track of habitual automatic feeling of frustration, of inner dissatisfaction that is beyond just that dissatisfaction that pushes you for growth, because sometimes you can also use that in order to get where you want to go, right? But beyond that, something that like becomes the person's habitual home, those negative resistant feelings of squeezing and not letting that free flow of love and joy that is so natural to you, to just flowing through you. And when people get on that track and they squeeze and they resist so much, then of course, if they are blocking, and block is too strong of a word, because that free flow, that inspiration, the well-being, the divine is always there with you. But with that mental clutter, basically what they do is like they pinch themselves off, or they block themselves from that well-being inspiration that's always there. Therefore, they cannot have what they want, or they don't have enough, etc., etc. Therefore, they look at the circumstances that they are not happy about, so they feel even worse, right? And then they feel that way, so they get according to those feelings, so they do not have again what they want, or they don't have enough, and etc. And for some people, it gets to the level of living in that state of bitterness, feeling bitter, feeling frustrated, feeling irritated, feeling pushing against something, feeling that state of resistance most of the time. So then I wanted first to say it's a little bit more challenging to get out, yes, but not exactly. Not for who you truly are, not for the power that is within you. All you need to do is to realize it, to stop yourself and wake up right now, right in this moment. Wake up. Remind yourself, this is the truth about me. This is who I am. I am this magnificent, infinite, divine being. What's the truth that can set me free? Just stop. Just hear the air conditioning in this second, or the fan, or whatever. Just feel the moment. Feel the now. Look. Get out of your head. And whatever is going on there, with all those images and those stuff replaying in you, the stuff that you said and they said and what they did and you did and they didn't do and how you felt and da-da-da-da-da. Get out from it right now. Look around you. Look at this world. Stop. Stop that trance. Self-imposed. Just stop it. Just say, what's the truth that will set me free? Who am I really deep in my core? Because you know. If you didn't know who you truly are, when you believed or thought that you're not enough, you would not feel bad. If you couldn't do it, when you believe or think that you can't do it, you wouldn't feel bad. You would not resist it. It wouldn't matter. You know who you are. Deep within you, you know, and you never cease to be that. So it is time to stop the mental clutter. Just stop it. Stop the noise. Enough. And remind yourself about it. That you're bigger than the game. That you're greater than the circumstances. That it is just the game. There is nothing serious and important about it. You don't have to prove anything to anybody. You do not have to achieve anything according to the standard of society. You already are everything you've ever wanted to be and even more. What do you actually want right now? How do you want to feel? Not one day in 20, 50, 100 years when something and everything works out and everything lines up for you, but now, because life is happening now. All you have is just this moment of now. How do you want to feel now? What's your choice? Is it love? Is it free flow? Is it the real you or fear? Is it constraint or it's freedom? What's your choice? And look for things that you appreciate. And go deeper here than a regular gratitude list or appreciation list. Find those things in the past week, month, year, whatever that was, that when you actually were doing it or you were communicating with someone or you did something, made you feel, that warm feeling within you when you just feeling, first of all, of relief if you've been in this feeling of stress up until now and you just think about it. That warm feeling when you felt that it was beautiful. It was amazing. It was something that you liked or loved. Just go there. Go to those moments, those topics, and just feel that feeling. And just appreciate it. Just say, I appreciate that. I appreciate that. And it can be anything. It can be any situation. It can be something you felt when you were working. Something you felt when you were teaching someone. Something you felt with your children. Something you felt with your spouse, with a friend. Even the amount of money that maybe you made $100 yesterday, let's say, right? Let's say for a person who's struggling with money and financial situation and is beating the drum of not enough and beating on themselves that they cannot make more, etc., etc., etc. But they made $100 yesterday. Focus on appreciation of that. Focus on that moment when you actually made that amount. Maybe it's not $1 million that you want or maybe or you dream of and you will make one day. Maybe not yet. It doesn't matter. It gave you that feeling of satisfaction of when it was happening. Just feel it, appreciate, because what you appreciate, those feelings of appreciation, it multiplies. When you feel lack, when you beat the drum of not enough, not having enough, feeling negative emotions about money, how can you have more of that? I mean, more of what you want. You obviously have more of what you feel and mean internally, because that's the image and the outside is a reflection, and reflection is what's already manifested. And the new reflection you are manifesting in the moment, but what you're doing, you're actually looking what's already manifested. It's done. You're focusing on it, and you are recreating the image within you, which gets reflected over and over and over again, and you say nothing changes. So stop the noise. Ask the question, what's the greater good of it? Of this situation? What's the greater good? What's the higher purpose of this thing that I'm living that I maybe don't like or whatever? What's the greater purpose? What is it trying to teach me? Because basically in life, it's you have a simple choice. If you word it in a simple language, it's about either you're in love, You're feeling that free flow of love, that warmth, that appreciation, that beauty within you, that free flow, that ease, lightheartedness, or you're in fear, resistance. It's that simple. It's your choice, internal choice, whatever you choose right now. And if you do not choose it now and do it now, if you live in fear, hoping that in 20 years, one day something will line up and you just click into love, really? So it is your choice. It's a conscious choice. Choose love. Choose the real you. Choose connection with the divine. Oneness. Beauty. I am oneness. Well-being. Choose prosperity of who you truly are. And make your life a masterpiece of happiness, well-being, magnificence, love, and triumph. So this was me with you today, and hope this was helpful. I will talk to you in the next episode of our podcast. Have a great day.